Alrighty, today we had zero trades. Today was straight barcode price action. Market was really just, it had two conflicting draws. It didn't know where to go to. But yeah, I guess there was a few plays. Maybe not the best plays, but yeah, I'm gonna go over them, what I thought about them. There was like one decent play that I liked. But yeah, I didn't take anything today. So CPI pretty much just fucked us, bro. Pulling this back to market open. Off rip, the 4 hour, we kind of look bullish. We look very bullish, actually. Looks like we're finally trending up to these highs that we just cannot get past. I don't know why. On the 4 hour, you can see we're rejecting out of this. Why is my fucking trading view fucked up? Rejecting out of this gap over here to the left. Okay. Why is this thing always fucking up, bro? It's pissing me off. Okay, and we sweep this internal low there as well on the hourly. Let's see what we have. We don't respect this gap or anything, but we do. It's just showcasing that, internal sweep a little bit better. And we get a huge rally to the upside, breaking above these highs. And CPI releases and puts in this protected low. So here's CPI right there. And CPI manipulated into this hourly gap, sweeping this internal low, as you can see right there, sweeping liquidity. So this data low is pretty. Excuse me for that. Oh, my allergies are fucking crazy, man. But yeah, this low is very, very protected, and I like buy side targets way more than this data low. So other targets we have are also Monday's London highs, which is also equal highs. Unfortunately, that gets hit off open, and then we have previous week high over here, just before that buy side. So really good targets to the upside. I could, if we can get some bearish pressure and some bearish structure, I wouldn't mind shorting to the data low. We have an unfilled hourly just a little bit below that, but it's already protected. We already booked that sell side draw, and yeah, just really looking for buy side. So honestly, coming into the day, didn't really know what to expect, so was just really just open for anything. I was just gonna wait and see how market opened, and we just dumped here, like about 100 plus points there. We dumped, swept this internal low, ES, dumped, hit 0.62 of this range from this high down to the data low. So honestly, seeing data low as being protected, let's see what it looked like on ES. Okay, well obviously we have an SMT at the data low. I could definitely see ES booking data low, but yeah, I don't know. Not really looking for anything. I don't really know. I'd rather wait. I'm trying to think. Like, I forgot how I felt in the moment because I'm doing this recap pretty fucking late. But yeah, I didn't really like anything. We put in the swing high, generating that 5 minute. We ended up resweeping the slow here, and then we ended up presenting a IFEG over here, right there. Now my thoughts on this. Yes, it is a BPR. Okay, I like that a lot. It's a 1 minute BPR. Okay. Now, let's see. I don't know. I don't like this candle closure. The speed is not good. All right, the strength is not good. This is a very weak entry right here. I don't like that we also put a fucking wick right there. That looks horrible. Looks absolutely horrid. Yeah, I do like that we inverse the BPR. We have this unfilled 5 minute above, but the problem with this unfilled 5 minute is, yes, there's an unfilled 5 minute above, but there's a 4 minute BPR that got rejected out of. There's a 3 minute BPR that got rejected out of. There's a 2 minute BPR that got rejected out of, and you can guess it. On the 1 minute, it's the same shit. BPR that got rejected out of, okay? And this high is a bit more high resistance. I wouldn't say it's protected just because I still believe that price is going to be bullish, but it's a bit more high resistance since we did sweep out those relatively equal highs. So I didn't really know what to aim for here, and I didn't like the closure, as well as I can't tell if we want to gun down for this data low or not. And it's mostly just because ES, I mean, we're kind of getting closer and closer to this data low, so I'd rather just see that get hit, and then look for long from there. So I didn't really like this, and of course this shit played out. Alright, and then another thing we got was this 5 minute IFEG to the upside. Why is this playing? We got a 5 minute IFEG to the upside, but we didn't really inverse any other gaps, and even if we did, I don't know if I would have taken that. Not too confident. Probably wait for a pullback or something like that. But yeah, we give this 1 minute IFEG. I don't like this because in the long run I'm bullish. I don't really know. I just don't really trust this. We end up getting this 4 minute IFEG here. All right, we get a 4 minute. Let me delete this gap over here so it doesn't get confusing. We have a 4 minute IFEG aligned with the 2 minute. They both close at the same time. Now we did not get a 3 minute just yet. Okay, 3 minute not close. As you can see right there, did not close. But this 2 minute and this 4 minute did. So, as well as of course the 1 minute. So, and one thing I did like about this was we pulled back into this BPR and then got to push lower, generating this order block right there. So that's what I did like. I mean, 10 a.m. is about to open. This is gonna open up an unfilled hourly, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not too just confident in this. There has to be some more structure for me to fully trust in this because I'm really conflicted on what the draw is. Although, like I said, I'm really bullish. I truly don't know if we're gonna come down for this data low. All right, look at ES. This shit just looks like it's gonna gun towards it. Now, play things out a little bit. We run low, lower, and generate some relatively equal lows there. Now we get a pullback into the 50% of this little range here. We also manipulate into this order block, and then we are presented with the 1 minute IFEG right there. Now, my thoughts on this. This is the only decent play out of this 1 minute IFEG long, this 4 and 2 minute short, that 1 minute short right there. Out of all of the plays, this is the one I like the most, if anything. Of course, I didn't take it, but I mean, targeting data low, it's really, really low, especially for me. Like I said, this low is pretty high resistant. That's just way too big of an RR to target a high resistant low. I mean, ES, it makes much more sense if you take this and then just watch ES, once ES takes that low, then just full TP there. But yeah, or maybe just like a scalp looking for 1-to-1, something like that. Because obviously if you aim for this hourly low or this unfilled gap over here, it's a terrible RR. But yeah, 10 a.m. open right here or right here. So there's that unfilled hourly that got generated. You can look to target that. It's a pretty simple break-even point. And now instead of just assuming that we're going to dump here, we have a lot more structure, okay? We have that high, low, higher, high. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? My bad. My brain, I just had a massive brain fart. We have this high, low, higher, high, and then we break back lower. And then we put in a fail or swing high, and now we're running lower, giving a beautiful inverse here. All right. The one thing I don't like is, I mean, this is a really discretional play. I mean, we're lacking pretty much everything you need for me personally, an A+ model. We have no liquidity sweep. We're not delivering from any imbalance. Okay, there's not a single imbalance over here to the left. Not on the 1 minute, not even on the 30-second, right? There's literally nothing. The only thing you're delivering off of is EQ of this range and then this 1 minute order block. That's about it. So I didn't like that. Although the candle closure on this was great, the speed was pretty good, the strength was good, everything just looked really, really nice here. And yeah, unfortunately this failed. If you took that, that's pretty unlucky. We swept that hourly. Delete these. Hit that hourly unfilled gap. Got to push higher. Again, no longs would be taken here because ES has yet to book this data low. I mean, it's so fucking high resistant right now, bro. Start chopping. There's literally nothing to look for. ES is still not taking it. Still nothing to look for. Terrible long here. Fucking dog shit. You have a BPR that has not broken. It's been holding. ES has yet to take out that data low. It's just everything is terrible. And then we get a Trump announcement. I forgot what this was. It was some shit about the Strait of Hormuz. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Trump has control. And so yeah, we got that data wick being printed, and ES eventually takes the data low. Now here you can eventually look for longs, but there's just really nothing that gets presented, right? Everything is just straight chop work, and then that's pretty much how it is throughout the rest of the day. So let's go back and see everything in hindsight. My trading view is fucked up, so I can't even use my mouse. It makes this thing so much harder to navigate. But yeah, pretty much we hit this buy side above, still bullish until these highs get booked. And then off open we dump. We really don't give nothing else. I mean, we give some random ass IFEG entries. This was the only valid one in my play, but even at that, it wasn't an A+ setup. It was just a very discretional play, and then everything else after was just barcode price action. So yeah, That's pretty much it. We have still yet to hit any of the DOLs above or below. Data low has not been hit. The SPY side above has not been hit. Man, we did give a really nice Asia setup though, which I was kind of looking for around here, and I didn't see it happen, so I just got off Asia. Hopped off for that, but here's the entry model. Pretty much all that we had was 15-minute getting respected, 5-minute getting respected. We get a push higher, and then instead of like anticipating this, because there's really no valid entry here, it all just looks chop work, we get a pullback into the 5-minute, which you saw there. We get a resweep of the slow inside of the 5-minute, and then we have just the most textbook IVG here. Low resistance, we have relatively equal highs, just low resistance above. Like, this looks so textbook. This happened pretty late though. Oh, I would not have caught this in any world, bro. Would have been long off the charts. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I saw in Asia. I wanted to, I figured at least one of these would get hit, but I don't know, bro. These past 3 days have been really whack. There's like no good plays. I mean, Tuesday, yesterday, whatever, had decent play, but yeah, I don't know. There's nothing I really like, but that's gonna wrap it up for this. It's how I avoided this dog shit price action, and just my thoughts on that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I'm out. Peace.